Hi there, my name's Angelique and today I'm going to teach you a little bit about motion design in my whole new series, Design from a Distance. I was inspired to create this little series, obviously during the pandemic and everything that's been going on. Everyone's been doing a lot of remote learning lately. I figured I've got some stuff to share about what I do. So what is motion design? I have a hard time answering this question whenever I get asked, honestly. I always describe it as somewhere between the world of animation, graphic design, a little bit of visual effects as well. What's cool about it is you can kind of tailor it to what you're interested in. So what I work in is mostly 2D, what I would call 2D animation, graphic design, and illustration-based animations. We'll get into a little bit later, a little bit more about what that all means. There are other aspects of motion design that I don't do, like 3D graphics. A little bit about my background to understand how I came to be here. I went to university to study film and television and then started working in the film industry, doing kind of whatever jobs I could. I always had an interest in art, so I kind of just always kept creating artworks, and I didn't really fully understand how I could connect the two until it just sort of happened naturally. And so I ended up in motion design. So to get started, I thought we could work on a project together and go from the very beginning of how I start a project all the way through to finishing. I currently use a PC. I used to use Mac. Everything you'll be seeing is going to be based on a PC environment. I use Adobe software, which is cross-platform, so you can use a Mac and still do exactly what we're doing here, so don't worry about that. It might just look slightly different to you. To get started, what you're going to need is a computer that's fast enough. You need at least 16 gigabytes of RAM in your computer. If you don't know how to find that, you can go into the properties of your computer and then see all of the components inside it. RAM, R-A-M, is what you're looking for. You need at least 16 gigabytes. So if you've got that, you can run After Effects. Congratulations. Then what you're going to need is After Effects. I'm subscribed to the entire Adobe suite, which I highly recommend, because then if you have the whole suite, you have the option of using all the other programs. And I'm not, sponsored by Adobe. I would love them to one day. It's good to have options, so highly recommend just getting the whole suite. I'm also a freelancer. I freelance in New York City, so that technically means that I'm self-employed. I am my own boss, and that can present certain challenges that you have to be prepared for, so we'll talk a little bit more about that in this series as well. We're going to start with designing mood boards and gaining inspiration for your ideas, storyboarding and scripting, designing, because you've got to design your stuff before you can animate it, and then after that, animation obviously, and then finally what you're going to do with your finished product. So creating promo material if you're going to post it on social media. Clients often need multiple versions of a job, so you're not just sending them one file, often you're sending them many different versions. So we'll go through all of that as well. Along the way, I'll be explaining how the industry works, how to get started in your career if you're just beginning, and I want to hear feedback from you guys too, and hear what you're interested in learning about, what you're curious about. I'm happy to answer any of your questions. Hopefully your input can be involved in the series as well. So I'm looking forward to getting started. Why don't we do that now? Please subscribe, hit the like button on this video, write me a little comment down below, tell me what you're interested in learning about. If you've seen something online, you're like, how did they make that? Maybe we can retro engineer pieces. Thanks for listening to me ramble. Hopefully you'll come along for the ride, and I'll see some comments from you down below. Bye. Click here to get started on the first video of the series, where we are going to dive into mood boards and getting an idea for your first project.